Hi everyone, welcome back to series of advanced Java tutorials. So in these tutorials, we're actually going to see start a new concept, servlets. We are going to see what exactly is servlet, and from now on, we are going to explore a few concepts on servlets and its internals. Yeah, let's get started. So till now we have been developing JDBC programs, which in a standalone mode, right? So we are having a main method and we are invoking it by running that Java application, right? So from now on, with the advent of servlets, so what is going to happen is we are not going to develop standalone applications. So how does we develop applications? So we are going to develop web applications or the mobile applications. Web applications are nothing but instead of running them as run as Java application, we are going to deploy them onto a server. So server is a program, okay, wherein it actually takes our application in the form of war file, and uh, it hosts on its own platform, so that everybody, so from anywhere, once it is deployed onto a server, right? If you know URL, you can access it from anywhere, like how we do. So generally URLs won't be there. Domain names would be there. Something like domain name would be there. So yeah. So this is how we can access a particular servlet, right? And generally, how do we access web applications? Google is one kind of web application. So instead of these things, right? So Google is having a domain name, right? So in that way, so what I mean to say is this is deployed on top of a web server, so that we would be able to access it from anywhere. If you know just the URL, the URL of this particular website, you would be able to access it from anywhere, right? So if I wanted to access Oracle website, I'll just say so this is hosted on top of a server, web server, and we are accessing it. How we are accessing it? We are accessing it through a web browser. So there are two concepts again: a server component and a browser component. Like I've already said in JDBC, right? So we are going to have two things: a server and a client program. So server is nothing but database server, and client program is nothing but SQL command prompt or JDBC. So these are all comes under the category of client programs. In the same way, so in even in servlets, we are going to have a server component, and we are also going to have a client component. So client is nothing but either of your our Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Opera Mini, uh, so all of the browser categories generally come under client, and servers are nothing but we are having a wide variety of servers. Tomcat is there, JBoss is there. So all these are like JE servers, wherein we can deploy our web applications. So lot of new concepts, lot of new terms. So we are going to explain them. Deploy is nothing but we are going to push whatever the code that we have written in our servlet on top of onto a web server, right? So I just wanted to show you. So you, so forget about all this code. Now let us say we have a project. This is the project that is available, servlet practice, and I am having a server, right? So let me stop it. Let me restart the server so that we will be able to see some log messages. So I'm going to explain all of them in detail. You need not worry. But I just wanted to in the introductory session only, I just wanted to show you how we are going to operate with web-based applications. So this is the project, right? So now we have a project, and let me undeploy this, remove. So deployment and undeployment is as simple as that. So I'll just go here. So this is my server component which is running, and this is my application, what I have written, right? And I am going to say, come on man, sorry. What I am going to say is, I am going to do is, I'll just say add or remove. But before that, let me just start it. Okay, start. I've just started it, and 8093 is the bio port it's running on. So HTTP, wherever you see HTTP bio on, right? So this is the port number that your application is running on. I'll just go and say, I'll just go and try to hit this URL, saying that. So it's running on my local host, okay, local host and 8093 slash. Nothing is there, and This is how we access the resources. So in Servlets, right, everything is a resource, and we are going to access it in the with the form of URL only, because we are mostly going to work on the HTTP protocol, and HTTP protocol generally allows us to, send requests and get response. Add or remove. I'll just add this project. I'm adding this. Finish. The project has been added, which means our application has been added, and I'll just go and say publish. Let's see whether this gets deployed or not. Slash. And how we access the project resources? We have to access them through the project name. So let practice. Copy qualified name, and I'm just going to say paste slash fs. Okay, maybe, oh, two slashes. Mhm. It's not getting started. I think I need to restart it. Oh, it's asking me to restart. Let's start it. Restart. Stop. Because as soon as we deploy applications, we need to restart the server. Okay, starting. It's done. I'll just go and I'll say restart. Start. And now let's access this fs. And yeah, now we are able to access this fs. So this is generally the way how we are able to access our web application. So what are the components that we need a server, right? We need our project application, right? And we also need a client program. So client program is nothing but our browsers, whether it is Internet Explorer or so now I am doing it in the form of with the help of IE, right? So let me go and let me do the same thing with the help of my Google Chrome, and I think I don't have Firefox. So everything. So this is it's going to work everywhere. Like how we access Google. So we will be able to access Google application or any of the web applications from these things only, right? Browsers only, right? So yeah, in the same way, even our applications we can access from different browsers. So it's nothing but Servlet is nothing but it's a programming language, or it's a programming API wherein you can write server side web applications. You can develop server side web applications, which means you can develop something like this, like Google or any of the website that you generally go and request in your web server, web browser. I'll just go and say localhost colon. Let me copy paste the URL. On a whole, it's a programming paradigm which is used to develop web applications. That's it. Servlet is the backbone for many of the future coming technologies as well. uh, so yeah, now let me clear this thing. And even now it's going to work. The service is the method that's going to come back, right? So this is generally the introduction. So I just wanted to take you through all of these concepts. So might be heavy on the concepts wise, but yeah. So now you might be following, you might be able to follow. So you might be able to figure out what exactly is the server, what exactly is our application, and what exactly is the client program, right? So yeah, so this is the introductory session. Don't so even if you don't understand anything, uh, please follow these sessions, so you will be able to grab as much as you can. So it's the introductory session, and I'll explain the concepts in detail in our upcoming tutorials. So yeah, thanks everyone, thanks for your time. Happy learning. Thank you.